A covalent bond is the electrostatic attraction force between the positively charged nucleus of the atoms that make up the bond and the shared pair of electrons which is negatively charged. For a better understanding, look at this drawing. The nucleus of atom A and the nucleus of atom B is attracted to the shared pair of electrons, in this case, one from each atom. Covalent bonds can be illustrated using dot and cross diagrams. Here's one for hydrogen molecule. Hydrogen forms diatomic molecule with the formula H2. The two atoms in a hydrogen molecule is joined together by strong covalent bonds. Again, as in ionic bonding, each atom in a covalent molecule will have a noble gas structure. For example, in a hydrogen molecule, each atom will have 2 electrons in its outer shell, which is the same as the noble gas helium. Most of the molecules that will come in your exam will be shared electrons, so that the H atoms will have 2 electrons in its outer shell, while other atoms will have 8 electrons in its outer shell. We refer to this as the Octet Rule. Let's take another example of the covalent bond in an hydrochloric molecule. A chlorine atom has 7 electrons in its outer shell, and hydrogen has 1. By sharing 1 electron each, both atoms will reach a noble gas structure. Here are a few different ways we can show a covalent bond. Number 1, a normal dot and cross diagram, which we discussed before. Number 2, a dot and cross diagram showing only the outer shell electrons. And number 3, drawing a line between the atoms which represents a covalent bond. Another covalent bond example would be methane. Here it is represented in the 3 different ways I just mentioned. Even though the outer atoms in a molecule almost always have 8 electrons, or 2 if it's hydrogen, the central atom might not always be that lucky. Here's an example, BF3. B is the central atom, while the F's surround it. Take a look at the dot and cross diagram. As you can see, B atom has only 3 electrons in its outer shell, so the maximum of electrons it can have after sharing is 6. Well, that's all for today. If you preferred it instead of a whack in the face with your textbook, then like and consider subscribing.